Hi, I'm Frank Kinslow, and on September 19th, 2019, excellent reporter published an article that I wrote in response to a question that they asked. The question was, what is the meaning of life? The answer I gave was, nothing gives meaning to life. Now, the article, of course, was written initially, and in the body of that article, I had a visual exercise so that you could experience nothing while reading the article, the value of nothing. Well, when I was asked to do the video, that exercise wouldn't work. So we need something that's audio. And so I've put together an audio exercise that we can all do together to experience the benefits of doing nothing. And so what I'd like to do now is read to you the article up to the point, and then we'll do the exercise together, okay? All right. So, article, what is the meaning of life? Nothing gives meaning to life. Except in the narrowest sense, the question, what is the meaning of life, is ludicrous. That is, unless you can clearly define life. Is life biological, social, spiritual, political? Is it all of these? None of these? You see the problem? When we finally define life for ourselves, does our definition work for others? I say in the broadest sense, yes, but ultimately, I have to say no. Because the more precisely we define life, the more uniquely it molds to our own individual perceptions and preferences. And in the end, life is wholly confined to a single and solitary perspective, yours. That leaves you alone in the universe. Not a quieting thought for many, but it is this unique oneness that creates self-love. Following others before we fall in love with ourselves creates uncertainty, frustration, disillusionment. And sure, we have faith and hope, and that uplifts us for the moment. But the feeling of a more positive future is just that. It's a feeling. It feeds the fetters of illusion. There's no substance there, you see. Isn't that so? I mean, isn't that your experience? That then, if in fact hope is a feeling but has no substance, then what can we do? What can we do to be free and to be fully human? The answer? Nothing. Once you realize there's nothing to do and nowhere to go, you are free of cajoling and controlling, nudging, and shoving yourself into a pre-packaged philosophy or into practices espoused by other searching souls. When you are doing nothing, aware that nothing need be done, you are precisely poised between the two worlds, material and spiritual. There you are. There you are, free of both. What a relief, yeah? No more trying, no more effort. Now, here's what I mean. Once you know life is devoid of meaning, you slip beyond the confines of convention and experience true freedom. You become entirely free to enjoy without grasping, without the need to own your life. Yourself is like the screen, and everything else is the movie that is projected upon it. Free of meaning, free of need to qualify and quantify. The dark and light flickerings of life do not stick to yourself. You are welcome now to flow through life without a goal, or, if you like, with infinite goals. It really doesn't matter. The comings and goings come and go without sticking to your psyche. What is left is pure you, yourself, free of the bindings of musts and needs and wants and shoulds. So, how hard is it to do nothing and appreciate the infinite joy life offers us? It is the simplest thing you could ever do. Self is your essential nature. Yourself, the capital S, is your essential nature. Before it got covered over with the imprinted hopes and needs of others. The childhood you was once free to be. It took a lifetime of squeezing and scrunching to fit yourself into the box that it now inhabits. It only takes a moment or two to open that box. Don't believe me? Well, let's do it now, all right? What we're going to do is a simple little exercise, but we'll have to sit and have our eyes closed for this so that you can just hear my voice. Now, take your time and pause the video if you need and sit down, close your eyes. That's it. Get in the seat, close your eyes. Now, let your mind wander wherever it wants to go. Good. Just letting the mind wander. All right, and let's open our eyes again. Okay, that wasn't so hard, was it? You say, well, no, of course not. I do that every time I blink, every time I think. I can even do it with my eyes open. What's the big deal? All right. Something went on in there that we're almost never aware of. Because when there's something there, your mind is wandering, there's also nothing. Nothing is like the background of silence on which musical notes are played. It's like the white sheet upon which the words are written. It is the background to life that we just don't pay attention to. So here's what we're going to do. This time, when we close our eyes, I'm going to have you ask yourself a question. And as soon as you ask your question, I want you to stop. I want you to wait and watch to see what happens, okay? You're going to ask yourself this question, just silently think it. Ask yourself the question, and then wait and watch to see what happens. Okay? Good. All right, let's close our eyes again. Just let your mind wander wherever it wants to go. Good. Now I'm going to have you ask yourself the question, and as soon as you do, just wait and watch to see what happens. Here's the question. Where will my next thought come from? Okay, let's open our eyes. All right now. As soon as you asked that question, what happened? Nothing, right? There was a little gap, a little space. Mind says, where's my next, how long till my next, thought comes? What? Boop, nothing, little space there. Now, most of you will have experienced it, but a few of you may have not, because the mind's habit to go from thing to thing, it misses the spaces in between. So here's what we're going to do. And to emphasize the value of becoming aware of nothing. Okay? So this time, when we close our eyes, I'm going to have you ask yourself a number of questions, all right? And every time you ask the question, I want you to do the same thing. I want you to stop, wait, watch to see what happens right afterwards. Okay? That's all. All right, good. Let's close our eyes again. Let your mind wander wherever it wants to go. And now ask yourself, how big will my next thought be? Ask yourself, what will my next thought taste like? Ask yourself, how long till my next thought appears? Ask yourself, what will my next thought smell like? Ask, what color will my next thought be? Ask, what will my next thought sound like? Ask, how long till my next thought appears? Ask, what shape will my next thought take? Ask, what will my next thought feel like? Ask, what and now let's open our eyes. Okay, you noticed a little gap in there, a little space, a little some time when nothing was going on. You had the thoughts, nothing. Ask the question, nothing's there. Good. All right. Now, let me ask you this question. Are you feeling now a little more relaxed in the body? Yeah. And how about the mind? The mind is quieter, yes? All right. Did we say that we are going to do a technique for deep relaxation and inner peace? No, we didn't have to. We didn't need an intention. We only became aware of the nothing between thoughts, right? And not even for that long, just momentarily. Be there and then gone, and thoughts would start again. And yet, the body is more relaxed, the mind is quieter, more centered. That's the value of nothing. Because from this state of knowing nothing, everything comes. Now, I call this state you feeling, pure you feeling. In quantum mechanics, they have an analogous state that's called the quantum vacuum. And the definition for that in quantum mechanics is the nothing from which everything comes. Everything comes from this nothing. Now, this is the neat thing. If you were to do this for a while longer, you would find deeper, greater benefits. Because what happens is you're getting a very deep healing and harmonizing rest. And this has been shown scientifically. You can actually measure the changes in your blood pressure, your blood sugar, cardiac output, EEG, EKG, skin resistance, however you want to do that, before and after. And you'll see that in every instance, the body and the mind, and if you can measure your chemistry too, like blood sugar, you'll find that it all starts to heal and harmonize just by becoming aware of nothing in this way. It's quite remarkable. Okay, now, knowing nothing is the progenitor of knowing the essence of everything. So you're going to say, well, I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to just lay around and be nothing. No, no, no. Out of nothing comes everything, right? I mean, according to quantum mechanics. And so now we put ourselves in the position to become aware of the essence of everything, which also happens to be the essence of you. And so the old dictum, right? Socrates, know thyself. You mean, did you think he said, well, know how tall you are and what skin color you have and what foods you like? No. Thyself, the nothing from which everything comes, the you feeling. And once you know that, without effort, you begin to know everything. You get to know anything in its completeness, from the nothing right on out to the material expression. Okay, nothing holds everything together. It's like the blank sheet that these words are written on, or I'm sorry, that I'm talking about here. It's like the blank sheet for the words. It's like the silence for the music. It is the stillness in the mind on which the thoughts play their music. Nothing is our other life. It's the life that we have ignored. It's the life that balances us. And when that life gets out of balance, well, just look around you, look at the world. Maslow talks about people who were naturally experienced as nothing. He called them transcenders. He said they're about 1% of the population. That means 99% of us are struggling, are creating more harm than we're creating good. So nothing is our other life. We've ignored it. But when we eagerly embrace it, to our great astonishment, we become free of things and able to enjoy and interact with those things on a new level where we're not trying to hold on to it with the ego. I need this, I need more money, I need to have a relationship. We become strong within ourselves, and it all starts with nothing. And that's why I say nothing gives meaning to life.